Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk Live. It's 11:47 on this Wednesday, the 13th of October. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. Thank you for being with us. Our director captured this shot of downtown Fresno earlier this morning, and you can see the Pacific Southwest building in the background. Another gorgeous day all across the Central Valley. Highs will be in the 70s. Enjoy it. Fall is here. I did look at the forecast, though. That was yesterday. But we are going to see a little bit of a warm-up later this week as highs are going to be back in like the low 80s. So still no 100-degree weather. I'm hoping that's over. I think it is. It's got to be, So hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. Joining us live in our Tower District studios after we play a video from Steve Cox. Check this out. We're going to talk to him all about, he's in a number of bands, and then he was just at the Fresno Fair. He performed at the Fresno Fair. So let's take a listen to his drumming. Here we go. Famous Steve Cox is with us. You're in like how many bands?
Right now, I've actually scaled it back a little bit.
Okay.
I'm only in 3 currently.
Only in 3.
Yeah. It was kind of funny, like during the pandemic and everything, it kind of had to forced me to scale things back a little bit. But at one point before the pandemic, I was actually playing in 13 bands. Either
Holy
bands or
moly.
solo projects or so on and so forth. But yeah, it was crazy.
No, you were telling me that you've been drumming since you were like 10 years old.
Yeah. Started in elementary school with my first drum, like 5th grade, 6th grade or whatever. And just got bit by the bug and never looked back. I've just been playing ever since.
Now, are you from Fresno or?
I'm actually originally from Exeter.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of where I live and reside right now.
Okay.
But most of my bands are central up here.
Right.
And a lot of our gigs and stuff are obviously in Fresno and surrounding areas and stuff.
Tell me a little bit about the Fresno County Fair. You played with which band?
So I played with the Fat Man's Pallbearers twice.
Okay.
That's my cover band. So shout out to all those guys. And also played with my blues band, We Hunt Like Wolves. We played once there with them and twice with the Pallbearers. Yeah.
What was it like?
It was great. Like we played with both of those bands played last year for the Drive-Thru Eats thing, which was COVID and everything. So there's a lot of really weird protocols and stuff that we had to go through for that. But there was still a pretty good turnout, as far as people like getting the fair food and all that kind of stuff. This year was much better, and it was really great seeing everybody out, seeing all the different bands. There were some big headlining bands that came through also, which was great. Anthrax kicked off the fair, which was they're a huge metal band. So that was awesome. Lots of various cover bands, solo acts, duos, and stuff like that. So there was a lot of really really good. High quality musicians and stuff that were out there this year, and the crowds seemed great and everybody seemed to love it. We got really good responses from all of our performances, so yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I was watching Fox 26 the other day, and they were showing footage of Anthrax playing, but there was a big crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, it was real.
Yeah, my the cover band Fat Man's Pallbearers, we were playing on the pavilion stage right at the same time that they were doing their sound check and everything. So a lot of the overspill from the people that were going at the Anthrax show were coming by. So we've got a few pretty heavy metal songs by Metallica, Pantera, Guns N' Roses and stuff that are in our set. And that was very well received by those guys, obviously. So it was really cool to kind of see some thrash metal headbangers and stuff come over check out the cover band. So it was cool.
And the turnout was really good.
Yeah.
I like I said, the couple shots I saw on Fox 26. I mean, the guys were like, yeah.
It's always great to see those guys rocking out, man.
Yeah. So tell me what's as we are now hopefully getting out of the pandemic, pretty much everything's opened up. What's the plan for you and your 3 bands right now? Do you have any other upcoming shows? Or?
Yeah. So the next one up, I'm actually filling in for a friend of mine's band this Saturday night. It's going to be a gig with they're called the Dirty Papas. They're from Visalia. John Dees, shout out to him. He's an awesome bass player. I filled in with them quite a few times and stuff. And they've got a show at the Dead Rat Saloon in Woodlake. It's a little dive bar. It's super chill, super cool. Real big classic rock kind of fan.
Okay.
So playing with them on this coming Saturday night, and then the blues band We Hunt Like Wolves will be at.
Oh, is this the flyer that you sent in? No, maybe not. The Dead Rat.
Oh yeah, that's for the Dead Rat Saloon. Yeah.
Oh, that's for the. Oh, okay, okay.
So that's for the Dirty Papas.
Right. Okay.
And then next Saturday, the 23rd, Ford Farms does kind of like a haunted hayride.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the petting zoo.
They're
right?
so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been on before.
Yeah. So Sean and Holly, we actually played out there a couple times last year. So
Okay.
they invited us back this year.
Oh, nice.
And it's a really really good time, man. The petting zoo. They've got a haunted house, haunted hayride. They'll have food vendors and stuff out there. And the venue itself is actually really cool because that place used to be a movie set where they filmed westerns and stuff out there.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Wow.
So they've got a lot of the same stuff that's all still set up from when they would do that back then.
So is it kind of like a smaller, scaled back Hobbs Grove?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
So they've got actors and stuff like that that'll dress up and
Wow.
chase you out of the orchard and stuff. And they've like I said, they've got the haunted house with some little attractions and stuff going on out there. They've had some really really good musicians and stuff that have been playing out there as well. So yeah, it's always a good time out there with Sean and Holly, man. And then all the animals, they got zebras and
Right.
pigs and
Yeah, just hanging out.
ponies and stuff. So yeah, it's really cool.
And then as far as heading into next year, 2022, what are your thoughts as far as for you and music?
Well, for 2 of the bands at least right now, we're really focusing on writing more music, getting stuff recorded, getting a couple albums out. I know with Wolves, we've probably got 15 to 17 songs that haven't been recorded yet.
Interesting. Wow.
So we've pretty much got an entire full LP ready to go, and the start of a second LP or an EP, whichever we decide to release.
Right.
So we've already got one full album up on the Spotify and everything,
Okay.
and then another EP as well. So there's quite a bit of content already up there now. And then with Athens, we're probably 6 or 7 songs now into our next EP. So trying to decide if we want to go ahead and record all that and release it as an EP, or if we
Right.
want to wait and finish writing until we get to 12, 15 songs, whichever,
Okay.
and then release that. But Athens kind of had to take a little bit of a step back, because COVID obviously had like a big effect on it and stuff. But our previous singer also decided that she wanted to step down, pursue some other ventures and stuff.
Okay.
So wishing Kristen the best and everything. She's doing really well. She's a voiceover actress. And
Interesting.
She does audio narration and stuff like that.
Nice.
So big shout out to Kristen.
Okay.
But in doing so, we had to kind of take a step back, audition a bunch of people, and we found a really solid singer now. So we'll be having a press release and stuff like that pretty soon, to announce him and kind of let people see him in action with some of the new content and everything like that as well that nobody's heard yet. So we're definitely looking forward to that.
Big things on the horizon for sure.
I mean, as big as we can be, in the Central
right
Valley.
now.
I mean,
Right.
there's some tough competition out there. There's some
Yeah.
super good bands. So
Yeah, people don't, people forget that our music scene is really good here.
it really is. Especially in the metal community too. There's just so many bands. Just so many, and a lot of them are out there doing really big things. Recording, shooting videos, playing shows. Touring, I mean, there's some really solid bands out there and stuff. So it's definitely something to kind of keep in mind. When you're around, I mean, there's lots of venues and stuff like that are supporting metal. Which is really cool. So I mean, yeah, there's always been the venues that will support the singer songwriter type stuff. Or the adult contemporary stuff. Or the pop. Or blues. We actually
Rap,
have a
hip-hop.
really good scene for blues, for rap and hip hop. But there's definitely been a lot more increase in the acceptance of the metal community and stuff.
Interesting.
Which is great.
My final question. You've been doing this. You've been drumming for so long, and when we watch that video, what the heck you're doing. You're a very
try.
good drummer.
Thank you.
What advice would you have for people? I don't know, just starting out. If there's a mom and their 10-year-old boy watching.
Yeah, well, so
Or
I mean,
girl.
I do give lessons and stuff like that. So
That's
I
right, you
give
told me
lessons.
that. Yeah.
I've been an instructor at the junior high and high school level as well. I've got a pretty solid background in marching percussion and rudimental percussion and drum corps stuff. So what I basically tell all of my students, is find something that you like, that you're interested in, and then really put all your energy into that. Focus as much of positive influences as you can. When it comes to music, when it comes to anything really, one thing I'm always quick to tell them is that being good at anything, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be kickboxing, it could be soccer, it could be whatever, music, art, it takes a level of commitment and dedication that most people either don't understand or are not willing to commit to, and so it really kind of when I have those interviews with the parents and stuff like that, it's usually, okay, well, how much time are they really wanting to spend doing this? And some of my students start as early as 4 or 5 years old, and they don't have the attention span to really do an hour or 2 hour long lesson.
Sure.
So you break it up into 15 to 30-minute lessons and stuff like that and do it that way. But don't make it a job for them. Don't make it a chore for those kids and stuff like that. If they're doing it and if they're enjoying it, they're going to be more inclined to do it more. If you make it a task and make it to where it's like I said, a chore, it becomes work to them and then they become disinterested. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing, is finding a way to make it fun and exciting, because Buddy Rich said it best, and he basically said that the only way to get better is by playing. The only way to get better at playing drums is by playing drums.
Yep.
So, if you're really, really focusing on the wrong things, and making it to where it's a chore and it's work for these kids, they shut off, and you really got to do things to keep them engaged. So if you can do that, then you can usually get them to pick up the sticks more often, let them play along to backing tracks or play along to music and stuff that they like, as opposed to just sitting there playing, with the metronome and everything, and those things are usually really, really good ways to keep them engaged.
You are available for lessons,
Absolutely.
right? Okay. People can connect with you on, I guess, your Instagram. Is that
Yeah,
the best way,
Instagram,
right?
just slide into those DMs, man. Hit me up and everything. That's usually the easiest way to get a hold of me. That, Facebook, I think my email is another one, and all of those things are right there on the Instagram page. So.
Keep us updated as we head into next year. Come back anytime.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Appreciate
thank you
it,
for
man.
joining us, brother.
Thanks for having me, man.
Steve Cox, everybody. Steve C. Drums on Instagram. Check him out. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We'll be back in the lunch hour, which is actually just getting going. So stay with us. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk Live. I'm Austin Reed. Thanks for joining us. Our next guest joining us in our Tower District studios is Rochelle with Revolutionary Fitness. Welcome back to the show. What's happening?
Too much.
All right.
It's been so much fun this year. I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary.
Wow, congrats.
This month. Yeah, so can't be more excited about that. We're doing a healthy brunch for the ladies this weekend, and we're really excited. I have a health coach coming in, Claudine, and she comes and shares all of her health and wellness tips, clean eating. She does no gluten, no dairy, no refined sugar type foods, but she's a foodie, so she's not like, let's eat cardboard, what you would think. She's like, let's make this as tasty as possible. So these are all her homemade recipes that are approved by all of her children. They're real good. And so if they want to come pick her brain, she's going to be there this Saturday, 10:30 to noon. And we're just going to hang out and have fun and chat about healthy lifestyles and, of course, my fitness equipment, all of the cool things that are happening there.
And you sent in a video. Maybe we could look at that as we chat. You know, for folks that haven't seen you before, give us a reminder of what Revolutionary Fitness is. Oh, yeah, here's the video.
Yeah, we're a biohacking facility. So I use science and technology to hack the workout experience and take it from hours a day, 6 days a week, down to 30 minutes a week. And you can get the same, if not better, results. Our bodies are made to recover, and that's when all of the good things happen. Like when we lose weight and when we build muscle is when we're actually resting. And so if we're working out every single day, it's hard. This lady here, she is doing adaptive resistance. All that means is she's actually pushing at her capabilities, and the machine is tracking it for her. And then you can see there, like, that's the force output. That's how many pounds of force that gentleman was doing at the time. And so it's all digitized. It's all based on actual technology and tracking. I love data. I'm like a data-driven type person. And so in the traditional weight training world, it's a lot of guesswork. I was in that world for probably 18 years of, here, let me choose a weight for you I think you can manage. Here, there's no more guessing. It's, okay, you do what you can do today, and let's see what the computer puts out.
Very nice.
And so it is quite fun.
And then quick reminder, the event happening this weekend?
Yeah, so this weekend is a social for the ladies. It is 10:30 to noon at Revolutionary Fitness Cali. I don't even think my address is up there. Give me a call. Jump on the Facebook and Instagram. There's information there.
559-540-2206 as well, right?
Yeah. Right. And then later this month, I'm going to do an open house. It's going to be like Halloween theme. It's going to be so fun.
Oh, cool.
On the 30th.
Okay.
And so that's family friendly. Come check out just the new equipment and enjoy an afternoon to just play around. So I think that one's 11 to noon.
11 to noon.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So just an hour to drop in, check things out.
All right, very good. Well, Rochelle, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
All right, I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We'll be right back. Here we go, 1:20. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk Live. It is Wednesday, the 13th of October. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios. Our next guest is DJ Burns in the house. Welcome back. How you doing, brother? Good to see you again.
Hey, man, glad to be back. Good to see you.
Couple events coming up. Are you
Yeah.
going to be DJing?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We are back out and excited to bring more events to Fresno, and we got big shows coming up. So it's an exciting time for Fresno.
Yeah, it's so nice to see events finally happening.
Yeah,
You know.
of all sizes.
I know. So, okay, the big one is the Taco Truck Throwdown.
Yes.
That's going to be next weekend?
Yep, next
Right?
Saturday.
Okay.
That's October 23rd at Chickchansey Park. That is next Saturday. And then something cool that is being added this year is the Michelada Throwdown. So not only is there a taco event, taco judging, but now it's also Michelada, which is like that beer mix that they do that you see.
Yeah.
So there's also the competition for that. So there's going to be judges for that, and there'll be a prize for the best Michelada.
Awesome. Yeah, and this is a tradition, the Taco Truck
Yeah.
Throwdown. I wonder how many years it's been going on for.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I wouldn't doubt it that it's like almost a decade. It's
Yeah.
been going on for years. So yeah.
So you're going to be out there DJing?
Yes, I will
mixing
be
the music.
DJing.
Okay.
We are going to be on stage. This year's headliners are Genuine and
Pony.
Banda El Mexicano. So it's going to be a nice, fun environment going on next Saturday.
Didn't Genuine do that song Pony?
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's his famous one
I
right there,
know, I
Pony.
know,
So
exactly.
you know the ladies love that one.
Yes, they do. Gosh, that came out in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
A long time ago.
And they kind of came back with what was it 50 Shades of Grey, like all that
Oh, yeah.
era, you know, people
Yeah.
kind of were all into that. So
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, that was huge. Okay, so check that out, everybody. Now, the second one is happening November 6th that you're going to be at.
That's Saturday, and that is Diablito Fest, and it's gonna go down at Tioga Sequoia, the brewery,
Okay.
across the street from Chickchansey Park. And what that one is, it's super fun. So if you're a fan of spicy food or just spicy stuff in general, it's gonna be a lot of custom food for this event. So for example, there's a food truck that's doing a hot Cheeto tortilla as the for the tacos.
Okay.
There's another taco truck that's doing, so it's fried shrimp, but the breaded part is going to be all red because it's made out of hot Cheetos. And a bunch of other cool things like that are custom and very unique just to this event. And of course, you know, I'll be DJing there. We'll be providing music. It's going to be a vibe. And Tioga, you know, they got the good beer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Oh, and that's November 6th.
Yep, that's a
What
Saturday as
time is
well.
that going to be from?
it'll be like 5 to 11.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So it starts in the early evening and then goes all through the night. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tioga's super cool. So.
Yeah.
People can listen to you every
Saturday at 6 p.m. on B95, and then also midnight to 2 a.m. technically Sunday morning,
Right.
Saturday night
Okay,
on
very
B95 as well.
and we're looking at some pictures. This is the
That's at Tioga.
that's our Tioga.
That
okay.
was the last time I was there. That was for Summer Sweat. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So expect, something like that, little environment going on like that for Diablito Fest.
Very good. People can learn more too at officialdjburns.com.
You guys could hit me up for bookings or check out music or follow me on social media. All the links are on there.
Very good.
Easy.
Good to see you, brother.
Likewise, man.
I'll see you
Good
next
to be
time.
back here. Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Cool.
I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Here we go at 1:44. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk Live. I'm Austin Reed. Thank you for joining us. It is, the 13th of October, 2021. We're coming to you from our Tower District studios. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed On Air. Another beautiful day here in Fresno and across the Central Valley. Our director captured this earlier this morning in downtown. You can see the Pacific Southwest building right here behind me. Our next guest, we're talking real estate now, joining us live in our studios. Tell everybody your name.
Hey guys, my name's Homayoun Boroujeni, and thanks for having me here. I'm from Western Pioneer Properties. New in Fresno, I'm trying to do some good deals for you guys and make both of us happy.
So tell me, how long have you been in real estate then?
I've been working with different brokerages. Since I came to Fresno, it's been like 2 years. But before that, I've been working in other states. And
Oh, okay,
Other
cool.
cities, yeah, for a
Where are
while.
you originally from?
I'm Persian. So my
Interesting.
parents are from Iran,
Okay.
and I born here, but I've been raised back and forth.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what do you think of Fresno?
I think it's, likewise or real estate-wise?
Let's start with life.
Okay, life. I think it's calm. It doesn't have that traffic that going on. The house prices are way more affordable than big cities, which is a big plus. And I think because of the jobs these days, they go virtual and they not people working from home. And actually, the COVID was a good experience for that thing. A lot of people are coming to Fresno, and like actually we have a couple of them in the office. Like they come from big cities, and they instead of buying a small house in a big city like San Jose, they buy a mansion here for that price.
For that
you can get
price.
a 2-bedroom,
Right.
in San Jose, and you're having a good life. And if you are not a party guy, I can say that. If you are not a party guy and you want to have a family, it's a really good place.
Yeah, it's good for kids. I mean, I moved here about a little over a year ago from Oregon, and I was in Bend, which is like Central Oregon, and the home prices there were absurd. Like the median price was around 600,000, and it's a very smaller city. So, and it just I love Fresno. I really do. My wife's from Madera Rancho, so we wanted to come back to kind of raise our daughters here. And, not every school is great in Fresno, but many schools are. So, yeah, it is overall, it's a good place to be. Tell me a little bit about Western Pioneer Properties. What makes you guys different?
Actually, I think the fact that we have the lending and real estate at the same time at the same place, it makes a huge difference for us. And I think people put their heart, since I've been looking at them, the way they do the work, they put their heart out. They take care of the customers a lot more than a usual real estate brokerage does. I see some people get even emotionally involved for somebody, especially when it comes to the first-time home buyers. They really care a lot.
Tell me a little bit about, as we are heading into next year, we're finishing off 2021. What's the market, in your opinion, like right now? And then second part to that question is, where do you see it going?
Actually, my personal opinion is the market is slowing down a little bit. I think it's still high, but it's not as crazy as it was before. The bids are not that crazy. I think it can be accurate time for the home buyers if they were waiting for the market to slow down if they want to buy a house, but it's still not too bad if you want to sell the house, you can get a higher price. But where it's going, I have no idea. Some say it can go up, it can go down, but pretty much based on the minimum wage increase and the way I see interest rates, I don't think it's going to go down that much this time.
So, which is probably I guess it's good for sellers.
I think so.
But for buyers, it's kind of I guess each case is different.
I think it's getting better for buyers.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. People can learn more, of course, at homierealtor.com. Do you have any current listings that you wanted to talk about today?
No, I'm good right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a lot of buyers, though.
But you have a
If
lot
wanna
of
sell your
buyers.
house, yeah.
And then if somebody wants to maybe get an appraisal, can they work with you on that too? Or
Appraisal. Yeah, why not?
Okay, perfect. Homierealtor.com. Thanks for coming in, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having
Yeah,
me.
good to meet you.
I appreciate you a lot.
Come back anytime.
Thank you so much.
All
man.
right, very good. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in the 2 o'clock hour, so stay with us.